Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I hate that pause at the beginning. Hey guys, Carmel here, as you can see. So I was over the last week coming up to Easter and an Easter week. I noticed a few things that came up due to fear. So I had a conversation with a couple of people about it, and I thought, what a great topic to talk about is the topic of fear. Where does it come from, and why do we pay attention to it anyway? One of the things was my most of you will know I have a big garden out here, and we also have bees. And a friend of mine, we were out in the garden, and they were petrified of the bees. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't be afraid of bees. This is not what we're talking about. But I wanted to give you an example. If you're petrified of something, and then I got really curious, and this is what I would love to give you, if you like, from this live, if you walk away with nothing else, is get curious about where that fear comes from, and is it actually true for you? So the questions I asked was, well, okay, so you're afraid of bees. Have you ever been stung by a bee? No, but a friend of mine has, and they had such and such a reaction. So that fear is kind of based on somebody else's reaction to that. And to bring in bees as an example to me was really relevant, because we actually go through business, through life, and we have a lot of different fears that are handed down to us or given to us by somebody else. Oh, I tried that once and it didn't work. So we tell ourselves, oh, my friend tried that once, it didn't work, I shouldn't do it either. But what we do is we miss out so much on so many things, because we assume that that's going to happen to us, that that's going to be the same to us, but we don't actually have the same experiences as everyone else. I was talking to my mentor the other day, and this, I'll quote him to say, it was something along, I'll have to paraphrase it a little bit, but it was like, as children, we get damaged by the outside world. So, you know, as children, we're learning how to walk, we fall down, we scuff our knees, we bang our heads on the side of cupboards. But as adults, we get damaged by the inner world. And I thought, wow, that was so, so true to me, in terms of, as a child, we don't have kind of pre-made fears. It's the molding of the parents, of the environment, of everything. You know, don't touch that, it's hot, don't go near there, you're going to fall, put your shoes on, you're going to hurt your toes. We hear it all the time. So we're telling these kids to be afraid, to instill fear. So as they grow up as an adult, oh, don't do this. Now, some of them are obviously things, you don't go and put your hand into a fire. I'm not advocating that. But get really curious and go, well, you know, if I have a fear of flying, why do I have a fear of flying? What is it actually that goes in my head? Is it because I've experienced it and I've experienced the result? Or is it just something that I've told myself? Is it something that I've convinced myself? And this is what happens so often with fear, is that we tell ourselves over and over again, and it's like this neural pathway gets worn down. So if you think of it like a physical pathway, so you're looking at, say, a bush area, there's a pathway one way, and the other side is all overgrown. Quite often, you know, just take the easier pathway. And the more you take that pathway, the more it gets worn, so the easier it is to take. And that's kind of what happens in our brain. So our brain is by default almost lazy. Now, I don't mean literally lazy, lying back in a sun lounge having a pina colada lazy, but I mean it likes things that it can shortcut. We have millions of bits of information coming to us every day. So we want to make sure that we can, you know, delete, distort, or generalize, so we can say, yeah, that fits there, yeah, that fits there. So it makes those neural pathways that are easy to go. So if we've told ourselves that we're scared of something, but here's the thing. So whether it's in business, whether it's in life, whether it's as a mom, as a dad, whatever it is that you want to do, that you look at other people and you find yourself saying, oh, I wish I could do that. Would you know something's holding you back? If it is something you're scared of, if it's fear, the only difference between somebody who achieves it and somebody who doesn't achieve it is purely the people that achieve it. They feel the fear, as Susan Jeffrey said, they feel the fear and they do it anyway. And the key here is the more that you feel the discomfort, and really, as I said, get curious and ask yourselves, is that a real fear of mine? Is it just something that I'm telling myself? Is it my brain playing tricks on me? The more that you can actually feel that fear and take action and give yourself, give your brain the evidence that, hey, I was scared there and I did do it anyway, and allow it to come in, then the more the brain will say, yeah, you can do it. I know you can do it. Now, most of you, I'm sure, that are listening to this may have learned how to drive, or you may have learned how to ride a bicycle. I know for me, riding a bicycle, trying to ride it, steer it and everything like that. And I was scared that I was going to fall off it, of course, but I kept going. So how did we keep going in the face of that fear? And it's the same in business. I was petrified of being on camera. I was petrified of making a video. I was petrified of standing up in front of a room. And to this day, if I stand up in a live event, I can tell you I will be pacing up and down in the back of the room or down to the bathroom for about 30 minutes beforehand. My hands will go freezing cold because my body reacts to that fear of putting myself out there. But I've built up enough evidence now to know that I have felt that fear, I have stepped through it, I have done it, and at the other side, it has been successful. So when you feel the fear, but you really have a pull to do something, whether that's get up and give a TEDx talk, whether that is to grow your business and you're playing small right now, the only difference between you and the person that's really successful is the decision you make when you feel that fear. So feel the fear and do it anyway. For now, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. It's bye from me.